Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you theBalm's Nude Tude nude eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be swatching the colors and giving you kind of my thoughts on this product. So as you can see, theBalm has been really consistent, followed up with their super cute packaging, which they have basically on all their products. It looks very vintage, and to me it looks kind of Parisian. And this is what the inside looks like. I'll just fold this over so you can see the colors. And it does come with a brush, but unfortunately I actually have that somewhere in my room, so I will show a little picture of it right now. So this product retails for $36, and I actually lucked out. I bought this palette quite a while ago. It was Black Friday, so November, and theBalm was having an amazing sale. They were having everything for 40% off, which is nuts, and I really hope they do it again this year, so you guys better check them out for that if you want an awesome sale. But got this for, I think, $21 and some change because of that amazing sale. So this was a steal for me. My thoughts on the palette after receiving it and using it are that obviously the colors are really nice, and I don't think anyone can refute that. I can tell you that the pigmentation is pretty good, and this is a good eyeshadow palette. Unfortunately, I do not reach for the palette very often. It just has a lot of what the Urban Decay Naked palette has. For instance, this kind of medium brown matte color called Sultry could be compared to Buck from the Urban Decay palette. And, you know, this is more yellow than gold, to be honest with you, but, you know, it's a goldy tone in general, and that could be comparable to Half Baked. Like I said, this looks like Dark Horse. This could kind of be comparable to Smog. You see what I mean when I say that they are very similar tones. And of course there's a black, which the Urban Decay Naked palette has. Although this black is like pure matte black, so there are differences. But in general, they're very similar products, and I feel like the Urban Decay Naked palette is just a better buy. It is more expensive, it's $50, and I'm not sure about how that equates in terms of how many grams you get in each palette. I'll try to find that info and put it somewhere down below in text for you. But I just prefer the Naked palettes, so unfortunately I don't reach for this too often. So now that I've said that, I would say that I would definitely recommend this palette for people who love neutral shadows, people who just want to collect a lot more shadows and add that to their collection for a somewhat cheap price, or at least decent price. And I would definitely recommend this as a gift for anyone who is a makeup lover. So that's kind of my 2 cents on this palette. Now, with that being said, I will just go ahead and swatch the colors for you to see for yourselves. So this color right here is called Sassy, and this just feels incredibly luxurious, and the pigmentation is absolutely amazing. It feels really, really creamy and soft. And yeah, there's nothing bad I could say about this color. I don't use it often just because it's white, and I feel like white can kind of look a little bit harsh. So I don't use it often, but if I ever did want a white, I would definitely turn to this. Now we're swatching Stubborn, and the pigmentation is not as great on this color. It's kind of like a dusty rose color, I would say, and it is very soft also. Not as soft as Sassy, but it is soft. But yes, the pigmentation just isn't as good, but it is still good, it's just not great. So this right here is Selfish. I'm sorry, I have to hold the pinky up as well because my fingers are just weird and I cannot hold one up without the other. Like, if you've ever done that Spock thing, you know, I can't do it, clearly, and if I try, it just goes like this. So yeah. So this is Selfish, and it is a really pretty, like, taupey gray, and it feels also really creamy and soft. So I really like that one. Next we have Sophisticated, which looks a bit like Urban Decay's Dark Horse, as I stated earlier, but actually now that I'm looking at it, it kind of comes out a lot deeper and darker, I would say. It's a really nice color, but the kind of like, there's shimmer in the product, but it doesn't show up as much when you actually swatch it. So I don't know if you can see, but there is shimmer there. Next we have Sexy, and it swatches really well. It's really creamy. Like this whole top row, I basically don't have any complaints. They all feel decently luxurious. But back to this color, this swatch is really great, and I guess it's a great eyeshadow in terms of quality, but I just don't really use this color a lot, and maybe that's to my own detriment because I am guilty of not experimenting with new colors as much as I should. So yeah, take that as you will. It's kind of just like a maroony burgundy, almost like with like a little red kind of color. So it is a little bit random, but yeah, it swatches really well and it's good quality. So now we're moving on to Serious, and that is what Serious looks like. Even though it looks pitch black, really dark in the pan, the swatch is pretty disappointing. It just kind of, it's a little, I don't know, a little chalky, and it doesn't like, it just doesn't swatch. You don't pick up as much amazing pigmentation and color when you use it. So I'll just show you quickly on the back of my hand, and you can see that's what that looks like. Not impressive at all. Moving on, we have Snobby, which is a yellow. Well, I guess yellowy gold. To me, it looks more yellow, but I actually really don't like this color. I used it before, and I don't know, it just doesn't, like I used it as an inner corner highlight, and I just would not advise using it for that because it looks so transparent, you can't even really tell it's there, so a little disappointing. Next we have Standoffish, and this is an absolutely gorgeous color, one of my favorite colors of the palette, and I would definitely say it's comparable to Stila's Kitten. It makes an amazing highlight and also inner corner color. Next we have Sultry, and this is what that looks like. It is a medium brown, and yeah, it's a good basic blending color. I kind of feel like every palette should have something you can blend with like this. I actually prefer a little bit lighter, but you know, to each their own. But yeah, it swatches really well and the pigmentation is good, so I would say this eyeshadow is great quality. Next we have, I'm sorry, my fingers are like, eh. Next we have Schizo, and this is what that looks like. I think that it swatches pretty well and it's a gorgeous color, but I feel like my finger looks weird here. Sorry, okay. But I just don't like it as much on the eyes, and I think I might just do a tutorial for you guys using this palette to show you maybe what I mean, because I don't know how believable what I'm saying is when you're looking at it and it looks amazing and I'm saying it's not, or at least I don't think it is. So yeah, it's a nice color swatch, but on the eye I feel like it's something that just gets lost in translation, and I much prefer Urban Decay Smog if we're going to talk about like shimmery light goldy browns. Next we have Silly, which looks absolutely gorgeous, and I actually have not even tried this color, which I'm kind of mad at myself about, because Temptalia said that this color was actually a bit disappointing. So when I read that, I was just kind of like, oh, like she doesn't like it, and she says that it's actually kind of chalky, so it's not going to really translate on my lid, and I'm not going to try it. But I mean, that was just dumb. Never like take anyone's, you know, review for just face value if you can test it out yourself and, you know, make your own 2 cents about it. So I'm definitely going to try out this color because it's really exciting looking to me. It's got a lot of like glittery specks, and it's just really deep and pretty. I think it could make a really great smoky eye. Finally, we have Sleek, which I think is a really interesting looking color. It's a super dark brown, like as dark as you can get before it hits black. And yeah, it feels amazing. It's very creamy, and as you can see, you pick up a ton of color with just a light touch of the finger. So yeah, it is good stuff. So that is that. That is my review on the Balm palette. And yeah, if these little naked ladies are not your taste, if you feel like it's a bit indecent, there are actually two versions of the palette. This is the naughty version, but there's also the nice version, which basically just follows the same kind of layout of the front and does not have these adorable naked ladies, which you can tell is clearly my taste because I think they are so cute. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I might do a tutorial using this palette. Tell me if that would interest you guys. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!